Hi everyone, welcome to another Journalist Toolbox training. My name's Mike Riley, your trainer once again. I'm the founder and editor of the website Journalist Toolbox, journalisttoolbox.org. Today's training we're going to talk about an exciting development in the world of social media. It's called Post.News. You can access the website through there. It's in beta right now. I'm recording this in late December, so it's in beta. So it's really hasn't even fully hit the market yet. It's still in development. It has some monetization things built into it. It has some microblogging tools built into it that are really cool. And I think it's going to be a much better alternative to Twitter than even Mastodon is right now. So I'm going to kind of walk you through A to Z, how to set it up, how to post in it, some of the unique things that are offered in it. This is my profile right here. It's the same one I use for Twitter. It's at Jordan Toolbox. So it's post.news/Jordan Toolbox. And you can see my profiles right here. And I can also list other social media accounts here, which is quite nice. Before we jump in to Post, I wanted to remind all of you about Journalist Toolbox, journalisttoolbox.org, a website that I've updated for the last 27 years. It is available at journalisttoolbox.org. Has all things digital data journalism in here, AI tools, all kinds of new toys to play with in here. You can see this is right around the holidays. So I've still got a lot of my Christmas stuff and weather and dangerous toys and things like that up there. If you go to the social media page, it's always out on the homepage somewhere here. And click on that. I've got resources for Post.News right here, including the tool, as well as a handful of links up here. I'll be adding more as we go, as this tool moves out of beta and becomes more mainstream. I've also got tools, for if you want to use Mastodon, and nice training video here from my friend Rob Montgomery. TikTok, many other tools here, Snapchat, all kinds of resources for you there. So this training video will be sitting right here underneath this little section on Post. So you'll be able to play the video right in there. Besides our video or our training videos, we also have a newsletter. It's linked right off the right-hand rail here where it says newsletter. You can access the training videos right up here. We have more than 80 training videos up there right now, which is really great. The newsletter, you can click right here, open it up, journalisttoolbox.substack.com. Comes out every other Tuesday, usually around 9 a.m. Eastern time. This is my year-ender one that I posted, top tools I shared for journalists in 2022. Here's one I did not long ago on Mastodon. These are short reads. You can usually get through the newsletter in about 5 minutes. It's got a chat feature in it now too, which is kind of cool. Some training videos. I always have at least one in there somewhere, and some other tools down here, and it kind of ends with a quote about journalism. I highly recommend you sign up for it. It's free. We do not spam you. You only get the newsletter every other Tuesday morning. All kinds of tips and tricks in there. Some really, really good stuff. So subscribe for free. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, I mentioned we have nearly or more than 80 videos up here right now. You can hit the subscribe button up here. Again, it's linked right off of the rail of Journalist Toolbox. And we've got all kinds of videos in here, everything from data journalism to how to edit video and audio on your phone. So all kinds of different tools and tips and tricks. The videos last anywhere from 5 to about 15 to 18 minutes, maximum. So let's talk a little bit right now about what Post.News is. What it can do, and then I'll demo the tool for you and kind of show you how it works and some of the really cool features in it. That's why I'm kind of excited about this one because it's doing some things that Twitter isn't. It's doing some things that Mastodon isn't. It's very intuitive. It's just a great tool. It's in beta as of late 2022. It's a very nice alternative to the Twitter madness. We're waiting on an app, but you can save it to the home screen on your phone, and it gives a very nice mobile experience. So there's no app in the App Store, but you can go to Post.News, save it to your home screen as you do many other web pages, and use it as a web app experience. When you register for it, you're going to have to wait for an email to get the full registration. Typically, that's going to be 7 to 10 days or more. You do have to be patient with it because they are rolling this out very slowly and adding new features slowly. Keep an eye on your email and in your spam folder. My invite went to my spam folder when I got it. I also did it through my .edu email, so doing it through your work address rather than a Gmail might work a little better for you. You might move up the list a bit. So that's something to think about. You can also, when you're signing up at Post.News, recommend the registration to 5 other people. And if they go in and register too, then you'll move up the list a bit. But their waiting list, last I checked, was around 150,000 people. So you want to get your name in now. The other thing, when you go to register, I would highly recommend using your real name, your first name, last name, as your quote real name, because you can't edit those right now. Your other profile settings you can edit. But using your real name, it's good real estate to own on there. I'm using Toolbox as my professional account on here, so that's going to be my handle on here, which you'll be able to change in the near future. It has kind of a social media and discussion board feel to it. You can write more than 280 characters, so you can use it as a microblogging site. It's really good for photo essays too. I've seen some photographers. LA Times has posted some really nice photography on there. It's a very clean interface, intuitive to use, as you'll see in just a minute. And it's a lot easier to find people on there than it is on Mastodon. The one frustrating thing about Mastodon, I have trouble finding people on it. So we'll show you in a minute here the interface, and you'll see for yourself how intuitive it is. You can tailor your post criteria to a specific audience, only your followers, only those mentioned in the post, which is really nice. It does have a paywall option. The thing I like about this tool is it's built monetization into it from the very start. The free version, everything that's free in it is fine too. But you can choose if you want to monetize a post. And the post must be more than 280 characters, which is kind of funny. A little jab at Elon and Twitter there. And you must set that price before publishing. And you'll see, I'll show you some examples that newsrooms have done with it in a minute. When we register for the site, we all get 55 cents for tipping and for also spending on monetization. Usually there are 2 or 3 credits per article or cents per article, so it doesn't cost much. You will also can go in and register for more points through using a credit card. It doesn't have crypto or PayPal yet, but I assume it will in the near future. The nice thing too is whoever creates the post gets 100% of the tip or 100% of the payment. They don't take a cut as of now, but I could see that changing down the road because Post is going to have to make money at this eventually. The tone on the app has been very civil so far. I'm not seeing a lot of course Twitter was in its early years too. But so far, our tone's been pretty good on Post.News. It allows you to list your other social channels, unlike what Elon has done, and trying to outlaw that. I know he's kind of wavered on that a bit. And you can follow me, Post.News/Toolbox. So feel free to follow me. I'll follow you back and try and steer a little traffic and followers your way. So this is my post or my account right here. You can put a header and a photo in there. There's your balance that you have that you can spend on credits. And you can list all your social media channels down here. I have all of them. I've got to look up my TikTok and add that. And a little bio down here. And you can write longer than Twitter. I've kept mine pretty short, but I'm going to expand it a little bit. As you can see, I've only done one welcome post. Notice too, you can do little hot links in here, which is really nice. You don't have to post the whole raw link code in there. And I'll do a post for you in just a minute. You can like it, share it, and you can also tip somebody for it, tip them a credit, or you can do a little reply to it and post underneath it. So if you wanted to do it as a thread, you could, or if you want to comment on somebody else's post, you can. It has the post and replies and media. Very similar interface to Twitter, but it does so much more. I'm going to take you to the main home screen in Post. This is when you first log into it. You'll see following, explore, and add topic as your main headers. Your picture will be here in the upper left, whatever you've selected for your photo. and you can click on that. It'll give you a little pop-up bar on the left-hand side. It'll tell you who you're following, how many followers you have, your little bio and things like that. Install Post app. That's a little misleading. All that's doing is saving it to your home screen on your phone. So you're not really downloading an app. You're just saving it as a web app to your phone home screen. It's got your profile, your followers and follows and followers. Frequently asked questions page, which is really nice. You can go in there and just kind of look and see how to get started, privacy and muting. You can mute people on it, which is a great little feature as well. It pops up into a new browser tab, which is nice. Payments, you can go in and set up your credit card information in here. All your dashboard stuff, things like that. So that's all under settings. You can go into your wallet, deposits, payments, all that stuff. Your privacy settings too. You can block accounts on here. There's 3 little dots in the upper right corner of an account, so you can block people pretty easily. Just like on Twitter, which is fabulous. So I can go back here to my little toolbar. They call these topics. These are basically hashtags. You can go in and track set ones that you want to follow and things like that. It's got a very nice help page too. You can share feedback with them. As I mentioned, they're still in beta. They're trying to work out all their bugs and things like that. They have this neat help for deactivating your account. You can ask for help in it. I see that changing. It's a bad habit that a lot of sites have. They don't have an easy deactivate my account button as they should in the toolbar right here. I could see that coming under a pull down menu here under log out or a little button right under that as well. That's some of the feedback I'm offering them is make it easy for people to deactivate their accounts and get out, which a lot of these tools don't want to do. They want to keep you trapped. Which is a bad thing. So I'll click back here, and here's my main feed under following. These are the accounts I'm following, and I'm following Reuters. And 56 minutes ago, they posted this. They can add, you can add headlines to this, which is really nice too. And if I wanted to read this post, I'd have to pay them 3 points for it, and they would get monetization. So you get to read the lead and the headline and byline. You get a little feel for it. Other posts, are free. Acosta here posts his dog. It's the holidays. Hey, why not post your dog? Cartoonists are using this. A lot of photographers, as I mentioned earlier, are putting up, like a photo collection and charging you a few points for it. Reuters just did a flurry of posts here, so that's why we're seeing a lot of them. And they're charging for nearly all of them, and good for them. If you can get people to read it. Other ones are free. This correspondent from CNN just did a post. Short. People are writing relatively short early on in this. It's because they were kind of programmed to because of Twitter. That's going to change. People are going to recognize more of the blogging aspect to this and be able to see much more that's offered. Really nice here. Read the article on WashingtonPost.com. You can create a little hot link here, which I'll show you in just a minute. You can add emojis very easily, which is really cool. Again, it's really great for photography. They really pop here. And this photographer added some, a writer added some more Chicago photos in here that he had shot. Really cool little interface, very easy to use, very phone friendly as well. You can go to the Explore tab. And you can just see, what's going through the feed right now outside of your feed, which was following. It's a good way to pick up new users or new follows. Let's go follow some other people that are posting things that you're interested in. The other thing I also do is I also go into the people whose accounts I'm following. We've done this on Twitter for years, but go in and see who's following them or who they're following, and go through their list and decide who you want to follow. They've got a really nice interface for that. Ben Cohen, he's following 43 accounts. If I want to follow this podcaster Boom or Minion Fogarty, who does the Grammar Girl podcast, she's a good follow, so picked her up right there. And there's others here too. So talking points memo. A lot of news outlets that are just starting to get in there. USA Today probably has the most accounts that I've seen. Almost all of their sections have them. You can add topics too, or you can go in and follow them. You can search them here. You can favorite them. If I wanted to follow photography in the Ukraine, it'll start posting those feeds into my or those hashtags into my feed. Again, they call them topics. I'm calling them hashtags as a just a point of reference, an old habit I have, because we've called them hashtags for so long. So if I wanted to create a post, the little blue button down in the right-hand corner down here allows us to create a new post. It just says, what's on your mind? Notice the tools across that: boldface, italics, strike-throughs, bullet points, numbering, block quotes, a link tool to upload an image. Settings right here. If you click on the settings cog at the top, you can make it a paid post. Note that it has to be 280 characters, more than 280 characters. You can automatically share content with Twitter followers. I'm not doing a lot of that because a lot of what I write here, and I also discourage you from just copying and pasting, cross-posting stuff from Twitter here. It's a different tool. You're going to write a little longer here, more of a discussion feel, more conversational feel to it from what I've seen. You can also tailor where your posts go. Only your followers, or only those that have been mentioned in the tweet or in the post. Bad habit. You can really have more control over where the post goes. So I've pre-written one here just to save us so you don't have to sit and watch me type. This is a post I've done about a new journalism book that's out. I wrote it. We're going to post it here and tell people about this new book. It's just released, new data journalism book. And as you cut and paste stuff in here too, you can have to clean it up a little bit. And I did the little bullet points here, so you'll be able to do bullet points with it and really stylize this. And I'll add my little headline here. And, you can do a numbered list as well. New data journalism book, which is what I'll make my title, or I can just do a boldface on it if I don't want to do a title. The titles are really nice. It's really, really nice thing to have. You see the bullet point list here, and instead of posting that ugly link at the bottom like you always saw on Twitter, God, you can go in and actually make it into a hot link. And I could say, it's out on Rutledge right now. I can make that the hot link, or I could say order it here. I could also do the Kindle and Amazon pages in here, but I'll just do the Rutledge link in here, and I could just hit the link button, paste it in. Again, it highlights the text that it's going to turn into the hot link, and see how much cleaner that is than having a big sloppy link at the bottom. Really nice, It gives your header and your title up here. If I wanted to boldface some things, if I wanted to boldface this little lead in here, I can boldface it, italicize it, and really style the content. Really do a nice job with it. So there I've got my link in there, and it's instead of just having the post, I want to dress it up a little bit. I'm going to add an image to it, and I'll do this one of the book cover. Hit open, and now I've got a really nice post. This is over 280 characters. This is pretty long little post, and I can drop that right into the middle of the post. I can have it at the end. I kind of dropped it right in before the end here, and there we go. May have dropped it out when I moved that paragraph back up. Let me click down here to hit return, and now we'll drop it in. There it goes. And it kicked in at the bottom. I must have had my cursor before this. So I've got a nice looking little post here. I could move some of this text down underneath, but I kind of like ending it with the graphic. I could put the graphic at the top if I wanted to as well. To send it, I'm going to send it out to everybody so everybody can see it. Hit post, and it'll go up, and there's your beautiful post. If you want to read more, you can, but it really lists everything here. Okay, so that is Post. Encourage you to sign up for this. They're going to keep adding new features over here. I see the day an edit button comes here. They're doing a lot of the things Twitter is not, which is great. A lot of the things Mastodon is not, but it's very intuitive. It very much has a Twitter feel to it. I'm going to tinker more with with my description up here. Play around with some things and kind of see what more I can do with this tool as I go along. But here's Post.News. Sign up for it. Be patient. It will take a little while for you to get that email invite from them. And once you do, sign up and away you go. Hope this was helpful, and good luck out there on social media. Take care.